say that it feels right.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of my Dark Souls playthrough, where I do the universal start into a Black Knight Greatsword build. Appreciate you for coming, and we hope you like the content so far. We are headed for the Duke Archives and Seath. I'm not very good at the Duke skip, so and we want a very, very specific item. We're going to use the Ring of Sacrifice to prevent our death. Go. That's a crystal straight sword. Oh no, I don't need that. Oh well. Put it on our heavy physical damage shield. Two. Go ahead and fire this up. Give him a 1-2 here. Get the broken pendant there. Heal up. Get ready for our run here. And here we go. So you can go on the inside of the bookshelf. I go on the outside of the bookshelf for safety. Peace of mind. Around here to the outside. Now, like I said, I'm not good at the Duke skip. I'm actually not even going to attempt it. I'm that bad. The way you do it is you pull this lever, you roll, or you run, whichever you're better at, to this point, right, on here, and then you come back and land on this ledge here, and then jump off, and that allows you to skip this entire section of annoying. That guy dies instantly. This terrific little twinkling titanite lizard, he dies instantly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now we're still killing ourselves with power within. And Ring of Sacrifice. Turn around so he hits us in the back. We've got Havel's gear on for the curse resistance. Ring of Sacrifice is going to prevent us from losing our souls or anything. And we are in. We are in like Flint. Gotta wait for this thing to go away. There we go. There we go. We're gonna come out here. Come out here. Wait for this. One. He's gonna go by. He's gonna go by. We're gonna come back in. We're gonna rest and quit. Now, if we did that right, it's either rest and quit or quit and rest. I think it's rest and quit like we just did. If we did that right, we now have a free reign to go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now, so the reason I say we have free reign is because the music has stopped, right? Because we did that quit out, right? The quit resets out the area, the bonfire reset the mobs. Because we did that, the blue tentacle guys that always run up these stairs and bite my face or harpoon me in the chest or anything like that, because the music's not on, they're not on. They're not going to do anything. It also lets us homeward bound back to that with our power within here. So we are going to abuse that a little bit. Now I'm pretty sure they won't aggro at all, but I play it safe over here. But they're just over there. If you wanted to farm them for souls, you could do that. Throw some big old chaos fireballs in there. Let them rot. But I'm here for these guys, these big guys right here. There we go. That's all that. I don't believe there's anybody actually crying in there. Nope. Now, if you turn that music on, they go crazy. If you just leave it like it is, they don't do anything. Oh yeah, we were gonna homeward bound back. My bad. I forgot. Let me fix that. There we go. Now here we have some very big aspiration lizards. There we go. Now we're gonna run this way, keeping the big the hefty physical shield up because of these guys. Now come over here. There we go. Finish that one. Now, because we didn't do the original skip, we have to orientate these things correctly, which includes coming up here, turning this one, and that includes coming over to this guy. Oh, that's why our spells aren't doing as much damage. We forgot to put our ring back on. Here we go. Now we come around here and we're just gonna drop down, turn this, and then we're headed straight down. Over here. 1, 2. Down we go. Alright. Now once you've completed that, well, you've got the bonfire here. I don't think we actually need it for anything or for anything later, but just as safety precaution, we'll go ahead and get this bonfire. Like I said, I've said this before. I'm going to reiterate it again. We're here. This is about kind of a universal run. You could use it as a no death run if you were confident in that, or if you wanted to, you could use it as a this is how I'm gonna start my stuff, so I can get my build right. You can build any build off of it. It's just kind of a universal pyro, as easy as I can make it. And I like to let you guys know when things I'm doing are making it harder. Like for example, when the dust crown thing, that getting the dust crown would make that a whole lot easier, or would make all of this kind of easier, and we wouldn't have to cast as many spells and so on and so forth. It gets a good healthy chunk of damage, but it takes a quit out over there after I killed her, and it's possible, it's doable, it's good, right? But it's not required, and it's something you can get around, at least for these bosses. So that's the plan. You could also not hold on to 80,000 souls and take them down to the Daughter of Chaos and just upgrade your flame a bunch, as that's essentially what we're doing anyway. And that is why we got that bonfire, because sometimes that guy does that. I don't know why I wasn't sprinting, to be fair. That's kind of my fault, I guess, but we're gonna have to get that, because I definitely don't want to lose those. That's worked way too hard to save up 80,000 souls to drop them here. You want to talk about a fast way to make me rage and reload it, just completely start over on the character. That's how you do it. Or by catching one of those guys on the side when they shouldn't be here. Good lord. The game just doesn't like me streaming, or not streaming, but recording this for sure. I think it's got something against me. There we go. Got our souls. Run this way, and there we go. That's much better. And we're going to come down here, drop between these two, come backwards. We're looking for one of these, or two. We only got one, so we're going to quit out. We're quitting out so that we can get the other ones. Gonna do it one more time for the last one. There we go. And now we aim right there. So if you could see across, it looks kind of like a bridge off to the left. If I angle this just right, you can kind of see that's the start of the bridge, and it just looks like bridge. These messages usually help. But essentially what you're looking for is the right-hand side of this this bridge. This is the point. And this kind of looks like a bridge was going across, doesn't it? Yeah. So, we have another quit out coming up here. Basically, we run in, we start the fight, and then we quit out so that we're so that we aren't in a bad position with the clams, because the clams will come into the Seath fight. We'll come around here, around there, around here. Start this, quit out immediately. Reload, that'll have the fog gate, basically makes it into a boss area, right, instead. And we can just instantly load in. The clams are on the outside. Now all we have to do is get him to let us by. There you go, turn around, let us by with your big tail, big dummy. Now we wait here. Got Power Within ready. Wait by the crystal. We want to wait until we've got a good, healthy amount. Here's power within. Punch the crystal. And he's done. That's that. What a big guy. Tough boss is tough. Alright. So that'll get us those souls. We're at 140. Remember the goal is 270k. So now we are moving back to that undead parish again. And just for kicks and giggles, right, we are going to, I'm going to run down to get the dust crown. And we're gonna make sure that that's something we can go get at the moment. But we're gonna get the bonfire first, because we can homeward bone back, and that'll. Maybe we, and then, well, yeah, we can homeward bone back. Yeah. And that'll put us back ready to go for the other two, butterfly and the Sith fight. Now, when you're coming this way, first time, that guy right there, kill his furry head. And then there's this guy. Now we're here. We're going to open this. You can quit out, but you don't need to, because that one does that one's not like some of the others where you're stuck in the animation, and we're not going that way right away. Technically, we could go down the, I believe there's a shortcut down there, but like, I don't know how to get there, and I'm not going to brave it, so. It's possible. I know it's possible. But comfort first. Comfort first. If there's anything that this game will teach you, it is play what you're good at. Do what you're good at. Do what you know works before you try something new. It's very happy to let you know when you are insufficient. Oh my lord. Scratching my head with my right hand, which is why I'm not currently sprinting down there, and I nearly fell off there. I nearly made a big mistake there. Headed down here. There's no Hydra this time, so we can just run freely through the golems. We switch to the grass shield for our run here. And we have to go all the way to the back. Now we did get the broken pendant as well, so we could, technically you could do the DLC here. And if I wasn't being greedy to go get the crown right now, we would do Sif and the butterfly, and then come down here to get the crown. And look at that, it is there. How terrific. There we go. Rest there. Now we're gonna go to, I like to do the butterfly first, but we're gonna head to Sif first, just because if he kills me, the butterfly shouldn't kill me, but if Sif has a potential to do it, and if he kills me, this run's as good as over. I'm doing another one. I'm doing a re-record or something like that. If he kills me, if butterfly kills me, I can, you got enough time to get it back, right? But now if you hadn't done Anna Orlando yet, right here, I would go get the stone armor for some of the bigger fights. You go around here to the left over there, and behind there, there's a nice treasure chest there. It has the giant, not giant, stone armor. It has the stone armor. Stone armor weighs, I think, a little less, has about the same armor rating in Sables. Doesn't have as much poise, so you can't do some of the tanking, but it has every bit the armor, and for Capra Demon fight, or even Four Kings, there's no real need to have Havels unless you're just trying to be overpowered, super overpowered, with the extra poise. It just means that you have to manage your health a little more and watch your health a little bit. So here we're gonna do the risky part of taking, or what's making me feel risky is the fight with Sif with 140,000 souls on our person. You get the Hornet Ring. You'll want that later, especially if you're doing a melee build. You want that for the Gwyn fight if you're going to do the parry. And now we're going to power within, heal, and get ready for this fight. There's another one. Good boy. Well, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put the Crown of Dusk on. I made this point to go get it. This is the easiest Sif fight I've ever had. I don't know. I don't think that's recreatable. I don't think you can make that happen over and over again if you tried. Now we're gonna sprint on down here to the butterfly. I've never seen Sif do that. He's always done some stupid like twist around jump or something like that around there, or done the double twirl and I missed the block and killed me. But sit there in circles and let me just free cast into him, that has never happened. Up we go. We're gonna put this on, since we went out of our way to get it. So now, I'm gonna do this a little early, catch her here, because I want to catch her as soon as she goes up to settle. There. And we're done. Goodbye, butterfly. And we're, and we've been able to do this. We haven't even really taken off. Pick all this up. So I did do those 2 bond for those 2 bones because of the extra bones that we had spent on some of the other stuff that we had done. So we're good here. We're good here. We're good with that. Now you could go to the sanctuary, but we're gonna warp down, and we are going to go to the Daughter of Chaos, and we are gonna ascend our flame as high as we can. So the 193,000 plus the souls, I think will be close. I don't know if it's 273. I don't know if it's quite that much, but I think it's gonna be close. So even if we get a +4, that would let us that'll let us do the DLC and stuff like that. And we could always do the Sanctuary Guardian or something, and then port back here and do it and upgrade again. If we're short. Not that one, not that one. Did we miss? Yep, we missed. Alright. Let's see what we're still on rocking the 11, so we'll power within to get those guys. Or to get these guys. So we haven't, oh no, we don't need it. Because we got the crown and the ring now. There we go. We can just kill these guys outright, I think. 1 and 2. Yep. Now I'm gonna put the gold hem stuff on. That should let us get across here without getting poisoned. And now we're going to pop a bunch of souls. We're going to pop every last bit of these. So not quite 273, but 238. I'll take it. Modify this. So we need about 40,000 more, give or take. Almost exactly. We need 35,000 more. So, we'll go ahead and use our homeward bone here. Actually, we won't. We'll just come over here. Run past these goobly, gabbly weirdos. This here bonfire. Warp down to the undead parish, and we are ready for some what do you call them? DLC. We're ready for that. 512. We used to hit that for 235. Alright. No Hydra to worry about. Still got the golems, so we'll just run through the golems. And then we have the Sanctuary Guardian to take care of. And here we go. Again, we get to the left-hand side for as long as possible, and we run along this wall. Get our sprint. Otherwise, oh gosh, you know what kind of a long run this would be? There it is. There's that little black fog patch. There we go. And we are here. Now this, the Guardian is kind of a pain in the butt. He is kind of just a pain. So, he's just really fast. Most of the DLC is kind of like that way, but they're all really fast. They move a lot. They've got multiple. They've got more abilities than the typical ones. Hit him for one. And two. Gotcha. Two-shot him. Now, he ran into my stuff, so that's his own fault. But if we got 40,000 out of it, 40,000, 30,000 plus his soul, we can get our +5. So we'll come up here, get our Elizabeth mushroom, and then we'll rest at this bonfire because we'll be ready for Artorias after this. And then we're gonna warp to the Daughter of Chaos. There we go. And we're gonna run. We're gonna go spend this. There we go. So now we should have all the souls we need to make to get this set to a +5, and that makes it so that we no longer have to upgrade this flame at all. It is maxed out. It is as high as it can go. And maybe we'll fire up some power within here just so we can get some overkill on these big guys. Still able to fast roll. Put up the old power within. over here to the left. There we go. Not quite enough. Still only getting 500 per. That's upsetting. But if you get overkill, you get more souls, by the way. That's why we did that. Modify our equipment, move that to a +5. We can no longer upgrade anything else.
Now go.
Rest comes back here. That should take us right back to the Artorias bonfire. And we are ready for our little encounter with the Artorias. Which is a-okay with me, though he is my favorite of the bosses. He's my favorite probably character in any Souls game ever. We'll get our dexterity up, and we're gonna start getting ready for some of the bosses that we can't do with fire, because they're immune. Those bosses include, I believe, the Fire Sage demon, I think is his name, the Centipede demon, and the Bed of Chaos. For the first two, that's where our Black Knight Greatsword is really going to come into play. And then for the last one, we pretty much just need some fire bombs and a bow and arrow. And I think we take a shield just in case, or just for, you know, kicks. Alright, come down here. We're gonna get this. Go forward. So since we blocked the knockback from that, didn't actually stagger us, and then we rolled forward into it. Push this guy to the edge. So he goes nowhere. Ignore this guy. We're going to take him to the left and then right behind him. Like so. We're going to run these guys on the right. Just kidding. Oh man. That didn't work. We're going to come over here and look for this guy. There we go. Almost. That was fun. No, that was not fun. But we got our... We'll put those back on there. Got our full heal. Got our Twinkling Titanite, so we should be set for any upgrades that we do with our Black Knight Greatsword. Come down here and head down to the arena, with which we will tango with the big guy. And he is a pain. Now you could go down there and proc the Calamite fight, but if you die, it's a much longer run, so I try to kill Artorias, then do the Calamite procking and so on and so forth. So we're going to do this with fast roll, because I think it might be... No, we're not. I was kidding. I'm kidding. We're gonna tank and spank this guy like he was a WoW boss. Alright, let's do it. There we go. We got a nice trap in there on him. That's not something that I normally get him to do. We're jump where he's rolling into the doorway like that. And like I said, we are free to spend our points now, so we're gonna reinforce our weapon. Black Knight Greatsword a couple times. We got a little bit of Twinkling Titanite saved up for it. Like so. And then we'll level up our dexterity to 18 is what we're looking for. Yep. And we are headed down to the Big Manus, my dude. This run is a little treacherous, especially if you don't catch that. Oh man, that was close. There we go. And that one. We got one more. Got some rubbish. The only thing I think you use with rubbish, or use rubbish for, is to turn it into the crow. We're going up here because we want to have our ability to get to, not to an Artorias, there's something else. Oh, it's for Calamite, so we can find him on the ground. Take this old Lloyd talisman here. That'll give us the crest key here. And there's another guy in here. There you are. Oh, you didn't actually hit me, and you know it. We come to the far part, and that'll get us through this. And this gets us to the this side. We go over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to curl in on this right side so that we can get this elevator. That's the one at the start. And we're going to quit out so that those ones from the enemies from the side we just came from don't chase us too far. And now we have another treacherous run here. So we got the melee guys fixed. That's good. Let's see. 1, 2. Should get them both. Yeah. Now we'll get this guy. Come on, big guy. You got me, right? Apparently keep him at range at all costs. Alright, just tossing fireballs around. And down we go. So here we're going to, reverse our hollow, and we're going to get ready for Manus. So that's where we'll stop it. And the Manus will be our first boss for our next one. I'm going to kindle this. Thanks for all coming. Thanks for all for watching. When you finally are set with our Ascended +5 Pyro, and we are ready to give these bosses the business. So, if you have any tips, tricks, or critiques for the video that you want to add, leave them in the comments. Let us know. Otherwise, hit a like and subscribe. Helps me create more content, and we will catch you all at our next video.